Hey everybody, my name's Michelle and I'm a volunteer at the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center. This is Kikoa. I'm hanging out with Kikoa. I'm hanging out here with Kikoa, Sakara, and Kenai today to talk a little bit about wolves and how they see. So there's a big misconception about wolves and dogs being colorblind. While yes, technically they are colorblind, that doesn't mean that they don't see colors. So they don't just see black and white. That's generally what the misconception is with color blindness. When we talk about these guys being colorblind, what color blindness technically is for us, as well as these guys, is that they lack the ability to see or distinguish between some different colors. So just like with people, hi Kenai. So people generally have trichromatic vision, which means we pick up 3 different color ranges. So we're able to distinguish between reds, greens, and blues. Now these guys, they have dichromatic vision. And what that means is that they cannot distinguish between greens and reds. So essentially, if you had something that was red versus next to something that was green, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference between those colors, but they can still see that color. So that's technically what color blindness is. They also have a much smaller range in being able to distinguish between types of gray. So whereas we might be able to tell the difference between several different shades of gray, they can only tell the difference between a few. Now another thing that we also get questions a lot about is the glowing eyes. And you see that with a lot of animals, and I'm sure you might notice when you're driving by, maybe you see some deer standing on the side of the road at night, that their eyes shine. Now their eyes are not actually glowing. The eyes don't create their own light, but what it is it reflects the light back at you. So the wolves, predatory animals, as well as other animals that are nocturnal, they have it a lot. It's called a tapetum lucidum, and it sits in the back of the eye, and it's basically a mirror. So it just reflects the light through the eye a second time, so it allows the animals to see better at night. And that is essentially their night vision. So no, they can't see in the complete darkness. It's just because that tapetum lucidum that allows them to see better at nighttime. So another thing that wolves have when it comes to their vision is they have binocular vision. Now what that means is that, like us, their eyes are placed on the front of their skulls rather than on the sides like you would see. Kenai, you brat, look at this. Stop that. Stop that. So what that means is that they have the ability to sense how far away something is. So they do have depth perception, which is something that your herbivores like deer, elk, bison, cows, they don't have the ability to perceive how far away something is from them. Their eyes are much more, they're further towards the sides of their heads, and it allows them to have a wider range of vision. Some animals have up to 270 degrees that they can see just standing there. So like horses, cattle, anything like that, they're just built to pick up movement rather than actually perceive how far away something is. So not necessarily having to do with the vision that wolves have, but you can also see, especially Kenai, he's a fantastic example, that they have beautiful golden eyes. Now wolves will always have golden or amber eye color. They don't have blue eyes, they don't have green eyes. Sometimes the reflection, depending on the lighting, can make it seem like they have green eyes, but these guys will never have blue eyes. The only exception is when they are born. They do have blue eyes, but they're not like a husky blue. They're more like a slate gray, almost like when you wake up and it's really foggy in the morning. That's the kind of blue that we're talking about when we say that they're born with blue eyes. But as they mature, they will always have golden or amber eye color. Kenai. So again, my name's Michelle. This is Kenai, and we were with Kikoa and Sakara as well in here. And this was one of our weekly wolf blogs talking about wolves and their vision. So let us know what questions that you might have. We're more than happy to answer anything that you have, whether it relates to wolves in the wild, wolves here at the center, or any kind of canine, dogs included. So let us know what kind of questions you might have, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Goodbye, Kenai.